folks, so today I will be talking about color gamuts and log profiles, which could be very helpful when you're color grading or color correcting a footage. So the way in which we store the data is actually the bitrate, and color gamut is very much related to a bitrate because bitrate contains the data of colors, highlights, shadows, and whatever manipulation tools we have inside the basic correction tool in the Premiere Pro and other editing softwares. And when it comes to color gamut is a range of colors and tones achievable by a imaging system. Like you may be knowing that there are a lot of colors in the nature, and not every display or not every camera could capture or reproduce every one of them. So sometimes what happens is, if a display is less capable, for example if we have a TFT display, that will show colors which are more on the bluish tint, and the range of color would be much smaller compared to an OLED or AMOLED display. So what AMOLED display does is it shows good range of wide variety of real colors. Like for example, you must have heard of the term RGB, which is red, green and blues. And when it comes to display, we have sRGB, which is the standard RGB, and after that we have the Adobe RGB, which you can see is a wider bracket of the same thing. And apart from that, we have other color gamuts as well, likely NTSC 1953, DCI-P3 and rest. And when it comes to log profiles are just a format of recording as similar as raw format, but the main difference between log profiles and the raw profiles are that log profiles have a very great control over the exposure rate. So if you are shooting in RAW versus when you are shooting in log will give you a much better exposed video quality or image quality depending on the source type which you have chosen, and that will impact in a better color grading and color correcting experience, which will result to a better footage handling for the editors like us. And moreover, log profile is a logarithmic way of storing the data, like the highlights and everything, the saturation, the mid tones and everything.